For 4 years, we've been waiting for this cow to become a mama, and honestly, this was number 12's last chance. She's never had a calf before, and after years of unsuccessful breeding, we knew that if she didn't get pregnant this time, we'd have a very difficult decision to make. But this spring, we got the news we'd been hoping for. Number 12 was finally pregnant, and for the last couple of weeks, she's had us absolutely convinced that her baby would arrive at literally any moment. But apparently, our cows didn't get the memo about the order we expected them to calve in, because calving season officially started here at Whitetail Acres Farm, and absolutely nothing happened in the order we expected. So let's back up a little bit. Last fall, we rented a bull and turned him out with our 3 Angus girls. 2 of them, numbers 11 and number 17, are experienced mamas. They both had calves right here on our farm last spring, so when our veterinarian came out and confirmed they were pregnant again, we were thrilled, but not exactly surprised. Number 12 was different. We've had this girl for 4 years, and in all that time, she has never gotten pregnant. Year after year, breeding season would come and go, and number 12 simply wouldn't settle. At some point, as much as you love your animals, you have to make practical decisions about your herd. We couldn't continue trying indefinitely, so going into this breeding season, we knew this would probably be her final opportunity. And then our veterinarian came out for pregnancy checks. Number 11, pregnant. Number 17, pregnant. And then number 12, pregnant. Finally, after 4 years. I can't even tell you how excited we were. But almost immediately, that excitement turned into another question. Okay, she's pregnant. Now, can she do this? Because number 12 wasn't just carrying her first calf. She was going to have to figure out how to be a mama for the first time too. Would she calve without complications? Would she clean the baby? Will she nurse it? Would those maternal instincts just kick in? We knew number 11 and number 17 had done this before. Number 12 was the wild card. So as we got closer to the girls' due dates, we started watching her very closely. Morning checks, afternoon checks, evening checks, and plenty of me saying, "Hey Ryan, come look at number 12 again. Does she look a little different to you?" And then followed by maybe a few hours later, "Hey Ryan, can you come look at number 12 again?" Welcome to calving season. Towards the end of July, all 3 girls started bagging up. But number 12 was really getting our attention. She was huge, and she looked so uncomfortable and was lying down a lot. She'd get up, walk around, go lie back down. She was just so restless. And then we started seeing some mucousy discharge. And at that point, I thought, okay, this is it. Surely number 12 is going first. I actually canceled plans one afternoon because I didn't want to leave the farm. I thought there was a very real possibility we'd have a calf before I got home. So we watched and waited and watched some more. And number 12 continued to be pregnant. Days passed, then more days, and still no calf. Meanwhile, number 11's udders were getting enormous. So now we're standing in the pasture trying to decide. Okay, maybe number 11 is going first. Number 12 certainly looks ready, but number 12 is an experienced mama. Maybe she'll sneak ahead of her. At this point, we had basically narrowed the race down to number 11 versus number 12. Which, as it turns out, was completely wrong. Regardless of who decided to go first, we knew we needed to be ready. So we cleaned out the cattle pen in the livestock barn one more time. Ryan used his skid steer to scrape everything clean. We put a good layer of barn lime down. Then we brought in several bales of fresh straw and gave them a nice, clean, dry place to calve, if they choose to come into the barn, that is. Of course, cows don't necessarily care about the maternity suite that you've lovingly prepared for them. They tend to have their babies wherever they darn well please. But we were ready. Clean pen, fresh bedding, 3 very pregnant cows. Now we just needed somebody to have a baby. And then, one evening, we headed out to do chores. We walked into the livestock barn, and there was a baby, a tiny, brand new calf standing beside its mama. We were so excited, and judging by what Mama was still doing, we couldn't have missed the actual birth by very long. But then we realized something. That wasn't number 12. Okay, so number 11 beat her to it. Except that wasn't number 11 either. This little calf belonged to number 17. The one cow we'd basically stopped watching. Number 12 had been putting on a full production for weeks. Number 11 looked ready to explode, and number 17 apparently said, "While everybody's distracted, I'll just go ahead and have mine." And she did, completely uneventfully, exactly like an experienced mama does. Number 17 wasn't exactly thrilled that we had walked into the barn during her private time. She was definitely in protective mama mode. Probably very overwhelmed because the birthing had just happened and then all of us just showed up. Very bad timing for her. So we gave her space while still making sure the important things were happening. That the calf was standing, walking, and alert. And most importantly, we waited to watch if it would latch and nurse. That was the moment we could finally breathe a little easier. Because within the first 4 hours or so of a baby calf being born, it really needs to get that colostrum and start drinking from its mother. So we waited to make sure at least that was happening. And then number 17 decided she was finished entertaining the visitors. She took her baby out of the barn and headed down into the paddock that we call the L field. And this next part was so sweet. At the far end of the field, we have tall grass and some mature trees. Number 17 took that little calf all the way back there, tucked it down into the tall grass beneath the trees, and laid right beside it. She knew exactly what she was doing. Experienced mama, healthy calf, and just like that, Whitetail Acres calving season had officially begun. And from what we could tell, we have ourselves a little bull calf. And if you're enjoying following along with our calving season and everything else that we're building here at Whitetail Acres Farm, we'd love to have you become part of our farm family. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can click that join button below to become a channel member. We truly appreciate you being here and sharing this journey with us, because as you're about to see, this story's not finished yet. So 2 mornings later, we headed outside for our usual morning animal check, and when we looked into the L field, there were 2 babies, Wait a minute, 2? We knew number 17's calf was out there, but suddenly there was another tiny calf standing with the herd. And then we saw who was beside it. Number 12. Our girl had done it. Sometime during the wee hours of the morning, with nobody watching, no cameras, no humans hovering over her, number 12 quietly became a mama for the first time. After 4 years of waiting, she finally had her baby. And you guys, she did it completely on her own. No complications, no intervention, nothing. By the time we found them, the baby was up, alert, and nursing. And number 12 was absolutely smitten. She was cleaning him and watching him and staying very close to him and acting like she'd been doing this her entire life. We are so proud of her and so excited. Number 12 was acting like a pro at being a mom. And I think that was the part that made us the happiest. We'd spent so much time wondering, would she know what to do? Would she accept the calf? Would she be a good mama? Apparently, we didn't need to worry at all because number 12 is doing an amazing job. And yes, it looks like she gave us another little bull calf. There are moments on a farm that make all of the hard days worth it. And this is absolutely one of them. I could stand out there watching those babies all day long. Their little wobbly legs, their curiosity, the way they stay so close to their mama, watching them experience everything for the first time. Baby calves are just ridiculously cute, but watching number 12 with hers feels a little different. 4 years we've had this girl. 4 years without a calf. And this year was likely going to determine whether she'd remain part of our breeding herd. And now look at her. She's standing in our pasture with her very first baby beside her. Healthy, happy, and proving that sometimes the little things worth waiting for take a little longer. That's a pretty special sight. Of course, we're not finished yet because there's still one very pregnant lady walking around Whitetail Acres. Number 11. And after being completely wrong about the first 2 births, I'm officially retiring from predicting which cow is going to calve when. But number 11 looks ready. So now we're back to checking the pasture, checking the barn, and checking the pasture again. And probably asking each other 17 times a day, do you think she's acting different? One more mama and one more calf, and hopefully one more healthy, uncomplicated delivery. Three pregnant cows, 2 healthy little bull calves on the ground, and 1 more baby still to come. I would say Whitetail Acres calving season is officially in full swing. If you've ever had a first-time heifer surprise you, or you've had a cow completely ignore every prediction you made about when she'd calve, tell us your story in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love to have you along for the rest of the calving season and all of the other projects happening on the farm. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with us. We're going to stare at these ridiculously cute babies a little bit more, and we will see you on the next one.